Hello my dear children. Welcome all of you to අපේ ගණිත පාසල. Please subscribe and press the bell button to get our latest videos. Good morning children.
Good morning, teacher. Good morning, teacher.
Yes, today our lesson is equations. 17th lesson. You have learned equations in grade 7 also. Can you remember how to solve simple equations? Equation is like a balance scale. Equation is like a balance scale. So solving an equation means doing mathematical operations step by step and finding the unknown term, finding the algebraic symbol, the value of the algebraic symbol given. So when you find in the value of unknown term, when you doing mathematical operations, you have to do inverse mathematical operations according to the equation. And do you know the four mathematical operations? What are the four mathematical operations? You have to do inverse mathematical operations one by one and solve the equations. I told you equation is like a balance scale. That means always you have to maintain the balance. If you do some mathematical operations to operation to left hand side, if you do some mathematical operation to left hand side, you have to do the same thing to right hand side also. Then only it will be balanced. So when you remove in terms, if you do some mathematical operation to left, then do the same mathematical operation to right hand side. If you add something to left, then add the same value to right hand side also. If you subtract something from left hand side, then subtract the same thing from right hand side also. If you multiply left hand side, when you removing a term, then multiply the right hand side also. So that way you have to maintain the balance in the equation. This is an equation. In this equation, what are the terms in the left hand side? The left hand side, x plus 2 is there. In the right hand side, 7 is there. 7. Both left and right has combined by the equation sign. In the middle, equation sign is there. So equation means there's a left hand side and right hand side. There's a left hand side and right hand side, and both sides combined by the equation sign. See, can you see here? X plus 2. X represent this box and 2. Here there is 1, 2. X plus 2 represent the things in the pan of the left hand side. The things in the pan of the right hand side represent 7. So in the middle, equation sign is there. Both sides are balanced. Both sides are balanced. So when you removing these terms, you have to maintain the balance by doing the same mathematical operation to right hand side. as I told you, you have to do the inverse mathematical operations. What are the inverse mathematical operations? Inverse operations, you know, there are 4 mathematical operations. What are the 4 mathematical operations? Addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. What are the 4 mathematical operations? Addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So what is the inverse operation of addition? Inverse operation of addition is subtraction. Inverse operation of subtraction is addition. Inverse operation of multiplication is division. Inverse operation of division is multiplication. So by doing inverse operations, you can remove terms of the equations. So by removing terms, you can get the solutions of the equations. Construction of simple equations. Let's see this example. The number of toffees with a little girl is 4 more than n. The number of toffees with a little girl is 4 more than n. The number of toffees with her is 94. Then form an equation. How to form the equation? The number of toffees with the little girl is 4 more than n. 4 more than means 4 plus. You have to add 4. Add 4. 4 more than n. There are n toffees in the box. Can you see? In the bottle, there are n toffees. In the bottle, there are n toffees. 4 more than. 4 more than, that means there are 4 other toffees also. 4 more than. 4 more than means there are 4 other toffees also. Then here n toffees, here 4 toffees. 4 more than means plus 4. N plus 4. Okay. It is equal to the number of toffees with her is 94. It is equal to n plus 4 equal to 94. So you can form an equation. You can combine both left and right by the equation sign. Combine left and right by the equation sign. Then n plus 4 equals 94. This way you can build equations. You can build up simple equations. Let's build some simple equations. Constructing simple equations. By constructing simple equation using one pair of brackets. So now we are going to construct equations with one pair of brackets. Let's see this. Price of a book is X. What is the price of a book? Price of a book is X. Price of a pen is 10 rupees. Price of a pen is 10 rupees. Price of a book, X. Price of a pen, 10 rupees. One parcel consists a book and a pen. A book, that means one book, and one pen. If the cost for six parcels is 360 rupees, form an equation. In one parcel, there is a book and pen. Book is X rupees. Pen is 10 rupees. So, what is the cost of one parcel? Price of a book is X rupees. Price of a pen is 10 rupees. So, in one parcel, there is a book. That means one book and one pen is there. So, what is the cost of one parcel? One parcel is price of a book X, price of a pen 10 rupees, price of a book and pen is X plus 10. Price of a book and pen is X plus 10. So cost of one parcel is equal to the price of a book and pen. Book plus pen, that means X plus 10. So you can put brackets here because that both pen and book is in the same parcel. So put brackets. Write the two terms within brackets. Within brackets, X plus 10. X plus 10 is there. Here we are going to construct simple equations using one pair of brackets. So you can use a pair of brackets because both are in one parcel. Now we want to find 6 parcels. Then to get 6 parcels, you have to multiply the terms within brackets by 6 because we want 6 parcels. So 6 times 6 multiplied by X plus 10. 6 times X plus 10. 6 times X plus 10. 6 times X plus 10 can be written as 6 brackets X plus 10. This way, right? Simply you can write this way. Now, you know the cost of 6 parcels, that is 360. We want to build up an equation. In an equation, there's a equation sign. There should be an equation sign and there should be terms in left and terms in right. Now, this part is in the left. This part is in the left. This part is in the right because both represent cost of 6 parcels. 360 also cost of 6 parcels. This 6 times X plus 10 also cost of 6 parcels. Then both represent same thing. If both represent same thing, you can combine that using equation sign. So how to combine that using equation sign? This is the equation. This part in the left hand side, this 360 in the right hand side. Both sides we combine by the equation sign. Okay. So equation, in an equation, there's an equation sign. And there are terms in left hand side and right hand side. If both left and right represent same thing, same value, then you can combine that using equation sign. So here what is the equation? 6 brackets X plus 10. 6 times X plus 10 equals 360. So this way you can build up any equation. Let's see problems in first exercise. Here we have to build up equations. Construct a simple equation for each of the following statements. When 5 is added to half the value of x. How to get the half of x? How to get half of x? Half of x. Half of x means x should be divided by 2. Half the value of x. That means x over 2. So when 5 is added means plus 5. Plus 5. So when 5 is added to half the value of x, 5 is added to half the value of x over 2 plus 5. The result is 8. The result is 8. Same thing. So you can combine this 8 and x over 2 plus 5 by the equation sign. Combine this one and this one by equation sign. Combine by equation sign. So what is the equation? X over 2 plus 5. X over 2 plus 5 equals 8. That is the equation. X over 2 plus 5 equals 8. Can you understand? Let's see next one. A parcel has one book. A parcel has one book of value X rupees. A parcel has one book of value X rupees. One book X rupees. And another book worth 50 rupees. 50 rupees. The value of books in 5 such parcels, we have to get 5 parcels, is 750. One book X rupees, another book 50. So in this parcel, the worth of the parcel is x plus 50. The worth of the parcel is x plus 50. X plus 50. So both are in the same parcel. So you can put brackets. Okay. Both are in the same parcel. So put brackets. Now we need 5 such parcels. 5 parcels. So you can multiply that by 5. There are 5 such parcels. 5 times x plus 50. 5 times x plus 50 can be written as 5 brackets x plus 50. 5 brackets x plus 50. That is equal to 750 rupees. 750. So you can combine this and this 750. This 750 and this value can be combined by using equation sign. You can combine that two using equation sign. So what should be the equation? 5 times x plus 50. 5 times x plus 50 equals 750. 5 times x plus 50 equals 750. see this one. Raj's brother's age is 1 year less than. Brother's age 1 year less than. 1 year less. 1 year less means you have to subtract 1. 1 year less. Then 1/3 Raj's age. 1/3. 1/3 Raj's age. So you can get Raj's age as, you can get Raj's age using any symbol. Here they have not given any symbol. So you can get Raj's age as Raj's age as X. Okay. Raj's age is X. Then 1 year less than 1/3 of Raj's age. 1/3 of Raj's age. What is that? 1/3 X. 1/3 times X. 1/3 times X can be written as 1/3, 1 into X, X over 3. That can be written as X over 3. Okay. So, Raj's brother's age is 1 year less than 1/3 of Raj's age. So, how to write that? 1 year less than X over 3. 1 less than X over 3. X over 3 minus 1 less than here. 1 year less than 1/3. So, X over 3 minus 1. X over 3 minus 1. Brother's age is that. Brother's age is given 3 years. 3 years. So you can combine this 3 and this value, because both represents brother's age. Both represent brother's age. Brother's age is X over 3 minus 1. Brother's age is 3. Both represent brother's age. So, you can combine that using equation sign. Using equation sign, you can combine left hand side and right hand side. This way. So, when we think about the scale, this is the middle of the scale. This is the indicator. This is the left hand side, pan of the left hand side. The weights in the left hand side. This is the weight in the right hand side. So what is the equation? X over 3 minus 1 equals 3. Next one. When 5 is subtracted from half a certain number, the result is 2. When 5 is subtracted. 5 is subtracted means subtraction 5 minus 5 this way. Subtracting 5 from half a certain number. Half of a certain number. Certain number. They haven't given any value. So you can get that number as, let's get that number as X. Get that number as X. Then half of a certain number. Half means X divided by 2. X divided by 2. Half of a certain number. When 5 is subtracted from half of a certain number. So how to get? 5 is subtracted from half of a certain number. Number is x over 2. Half of the number is x over 2. X over 2 minus 5. 5 is subtracted from half of a certain number. Okay. The result is 2. The result is 2. So right hand side of the equation is 2. So what is the left hand side of the equation? What is the left hand side of the equation? X over 2 minus 5. When 5 is subtracted from half of a certain number, x, that means x over 2 minus 5, that is left hand side. The result is that value equal to 2. That is the right hand. Five is subtracted from half of a certain number, that is x over 2 minus 5. The result is 2. Then x over 2 minus 5 equals 2. That is the equation. In the middle, equation sign is there. You have to combine left hand side and right hand side by using equation sign. Now let's see the next part. Solving equations when the coefficient of the unknown is a fraction. Now coefficient of the unknown is a fraction. Coefficient is what is called as coefficient? Coefficient of the unknown is a fraction. Here, if this is the unknown term, the number to the left hand side, is called as the coefficient. This is coefficient. Here, what is the coefficient? Coefficient is 2. Here the coefficient is 2. If we write this way, then what is the coefficient of this one? What is the coefficient? In this one, 1 is there. X means 1x, no? X means 1x. So here the coefficient is this part. That means 1 over 2. Coefficient is 1 over 2. If we write this way, what is the coefficient of that term? Two x over 3. What is the coefficient of that? Then the coefficient is this part. This part is the coefficient. 2 over 3 is the coefficient. So solving equation when the coefficient of the unknown is a fraction. Here the coefficient is 2 over 3. That is a fraction. Now let's solve that equation. How to solve the equation? 2 over 3x minus 1 equals 3 minus 1. As I told you, you can do inverse mathematical operations. Do the inverse mathematical operations to remove terms. So how to remove this minus 1? Inverse of subtraction is addition. Inverse of subtraction is addition. So you can remove this minus 1. This is a subtraction. You can remove this subtraction by adding 1 to both sides. As I told you, you have to maintain the balance of the scale. This is like a balance scale. So if you do some mathematical operation to left hand side, do the same thing to right hand side also. To remove this minus 1, we put plus 1 to both sides. That means add 1 to both sides. Add 1 to both sides. Then you can cancel this minus 1 with this plus 1. Then here 2x over 3 remain in the left hand side. 2x over 3 remain in the left hand side. 3 plus 1. 3 plus 1, it is equal to 4. Now we want to remove this 3 and 2 because solving an equation means you have to keep only unknown term in the left hand side. You have to keep x in the left hand side. Remove all the other numbers. Coefficient should be 1. If you solve an equation, that means coefficient should be 1. So you have to remove this 2 and 3. How to do that? 2x over 3. Here over 3 means dividing by 3. Dividing by 3. 2x divided by 3. So how to remove division 3? You can remove division 3 by multiplying by 3. So to remove this 3, multiply both sides by 3. Do the same mathematical operation to both left and right. Then we can keep the balance of the equation. Okay. Then you can cancel out this 3 with this 3. Then 2x remains. 2x in the left hand side. 4 multiplied by 3. 4 multiplied by 3 is 4 into 3, 12. Then 2x is 12. Now how to remove this 2? How to remove this 2? 2x means, 2x means 2 multiplied by x. 2 multiplied by x is 2x. So what is the inverse operation of multiplication? Inverse operation of multiplication is division. So you can divide both sides by 2. Okay. Then divide this side by 2 and divide right hand side also by 2. If you divide this side by 2, you can cancel out. When you divide this side by 2, 2 times 6 is 12. So x equals 6. That is the solution. Now we can check whether the solution is correct or wrong. You can check whether the solution is correct or wrong. So you can check the solution. Checking solution. How to check the solution? Let's see how to check the solution. Now you know solution is x equals 3. This is the solution. So you can, this is the equation. To that equation, you can put this x equals 6 to the place of x. To the place of x, you can put this 6. Remove x and put that 6 to that place. So how to write? When x equals 6, the left hand side. When x equals 6, the left hand side will be, here the left hand side is 2 over 3x minus 1. 2x over 3 minus 1. Now let's put this 6 to here. 2x over 3 minus 1 become 2 into x is 6. Here we got 2 into 6. 2 into 6 over 3 minus 1. 2 into 6 over 3 minus 1. That is the left. Okay. Not the right. Right hand side is 3, no? Left hand side. Take only left hand side. Take the left hand side and substitute. Then 2 into 6 is 12. 2 into 6, 12. 12 over 3. 12 over 3 minus 1. 12 over 3 minus 1. Now you can simplify this 3 and this 12. 3 into 4, 12. 4 minus 1. 4 minus 1 now. 4 minus 1 is 3. 4 minus 1 is 3. Now what you got? What you have obtained? Here left hand side equal to 3. What about the right hand side? Here the right in the equation, in an equation both left and right is there. No? Left and right. So what is in the right hand side? Right hand side 3 is there. Right is 3. Right hand side is 3. Left also 3. Left hand side equal 3. Right hand side equal 3. Therefore, left hand side equal to right hand side. LHS, left hand side in short form you can write as LHS. LHS equal right hand side RHS. If the left hand side equal to right hand side, then your answer, your solution is correct. If you have solved this equation correctly, when you substitute this solution to the equation, you will get both left and right values are equal. So in this exercise, in the next exercise, first what you have to do, you have to solve the equation. You have to solve the equation and find the value for the unknown term. Find the value for the unknown term. After that, substitute for that for the left hand side. Substitute that for the left hand side. Here the left hand side is this one. So substitute and get the value for the left hand side. That is 3. The right hand side also 3. Therefore both left and right equal. If left and right is equal, then your solution is correct. That is checking solutions. Okay. That way we can check the solutions. Exercise 17.2. I have solved some problems in the exercise. You can solve the remaining questions. See this. Solve each of the following equations. Check the accuracy. Check. You have to check the accuracy also. Check the accuracy of the solution. So let's solve the equation and check the accuracy. Equation is x over 5 equals 2. So x over 5 here divided by 5. X has divided by 5. What is the inverse operation of division? Inverse operation of division is multiplication. Here x divided by 5. Then inverse operation is multiplication. You have to multiply by 5 to remove this 5. Multiply by 5 both left and right. Both left and right should be multiplied by 5 because we want to maintain the balance of the scale. This is like a balance scale. So both left and right should be multiplied by this 5. And now you cancel this 5 with this 5. This is in the denominator. This is in the numerator. You know you can cut numerator and denominator. No? So you can cancel out. Now x remain in the left hand side. Right hand side 2 multiplied by 5, that is 10. 2 into 5, 10. So what is the solution? Solution is x equals 10. Now let's check the solution. Let's check the solution. How to check the solution? Get the left hand side. In the left equation, this is the left hand side, this is the right hand side. Get the left hand side. What is in the left hand side? X over 5. X over 5 is there. Now put this 10 to x. Put this 10 to this x. So this will become 10 over 5. 10 over 5. 10 over 5. 5 into 2, 10. Therefore, the answer is 2. 2 is in the right hand side also. 2 is in the right hand side. Therefore, left hand side is 2 and the right hand side also 2. Then LHS, left hand side. RHS, right hand side. Then left hand side equal to right hand side. Then you can say your solution is correct. That is the method of checking solution. Okay. Now, let's see the Roman number 4 of the exercise. 2x over 5, 2x over 5 minus 1 equals 7. Now let's remove this minus 1. How to remove this minus 1? Put plus 1 to both sides. Put plus 1 to both sides. Then plus 1, plus 1. Okay. Put plus 1 to both sides because we want to maintain the balance of the equation. When you do the inverse operation to left hand side, do the inverse operation to right hand side also. Now cancel out this minus 1 with plus 1. What is remaining in the left hand side? 2x over 5 remaining in the left hand side. 2x over 5. In the right hand side, 7 plus 1. 7 plus 1, 8. So 2x over 5 equals 8. Now dividing by 5. Dividing by 5. What is the inverse operation of division? Inverse operation is multiplication. So you have to multiply both sides by 5. Multiply by 5. Multiply by 5. Both left and right should be multiplied. This is in the denominator. This is in the numerator. Cut this 5 with this 5. Now 2x remain in the left hand side. 2x remain in the left hand side. 8 into 5. 8 into 5, 40. So 2x equals 40. Now how to remove this 2? 2 into x. 2 into x is 2x. That means 2 multiplied by x is 2x. So to remove 2, you have to divide both sides by 5. 2x divided by 5, 40 divided by 5. Cancel this 2 with this 2. X equals, when you divide 40 by 2, then the answer is 20. So what is the solution? X equals 20 is the solution. Now let's check the solution. Check the solution. Get the left hand side of the equation. What is in the left hand side? Left hand side is 2x over 5 minus 1. 2x over 5 minus 1. X is 20. X is 20 here. So 2 times 20. 2 times 20 over 5 minus 1. 2 times 20 over 5 minus 1. 2 times 20 is 40. 40 over 5 minus 1. 40, 5 into 8. 40. So you can write as 8 minus 1. 8 minus 1. 8 minus 1 is 7. So what is the left hand side? Left hand side was 7. But what about the right hand side? Here right hand side also 7. Here the left hand side, when you substitute the solution 20 for the left hand side, that was 7. Then both left and right is equal. So you can write as LHS equal RHS. If LHS equal to RHS, then your solution is correct. So you can say that this answer is correct because LHS equal to RHS. Now let's see this problem of the exercise. Three minus 2y over 5. 3 minus 2y over 5 equals 3 minus 2y over 5 equals 1 and 4 over 5. This is the equation. You want to find the value of y. You have to find the value of y. That means in the final answer there should be only y. In the final answer there should be only y. So we have to reduce these terms. You have to remove this 5, remove this 2, remove this 3 and keep in the final answer keep only y. So how to do that? You can remove this plus 3. Remove this plus 3 first. Here plus 3 is there now. You have to consider the sign in the left hand side. This is plus 3. How to remove plus 3? Put minus 3 to both sides. Put minus 3 to both sides. So I will put minus 3 to left hand side and also minus 3 to right hand side. Put minus 3 to both left and right. Now here already 3 is there. So 3 cancel out this with minus 3. Now what is remaining? This minus sign belongs to this one. So what is remaining? What is remaining here? Minus 2y over 5 remaining in the left hand side. Minus 2y over 5 remaining in the left hand side. The right hand side 9 over 5. 9 over 5 minus 3 remains. I want to get a common denominator because I can't subtract this 3 by 9 over 5 because there is no denominator here. I will put 1 here because in all the whole numbers, if there's any whole number, denominator is 1. What is the denominator of 5? 5 can be written as 5 over 1. 5 can be written as 5 over 1. Then 3 can be written as 3 over 1. Always denominator 1 is there. So remember that. We want to get a common denominator. So I will put 1 here. Now we want to get denominator 5. So I will multiply both numerator and the denominator by 5 to get the common denominator 5. Then next step is minus 2y. Minus 2y over 5 equals 9 over 5. 9 over 5 minus 3 into 5, 15. 3 into 5, 15. 1 into 5, 5. Okay. Minus 2y over 5 equals 9 over 5 minus 15 over 5. Now, how to subtract 15 by 9? What is 15 minus 9? 15 minus 9 is 6. 15 minus 9 is 6. Bigger number minus small number is positive. But 9 minus 15? 9 minus 15. What is 9 minus 15? When you interchange that small number minus bigger number, that should be minus 6. So here 9 minus 15. 9 minus 15 is minus 6. Denominator is 5. Denominator is 5. Then minus 6 over 5. Minus 6 over 5. Minus 2y over 5 equals minus 6 over 5. To remove this 5, this is a division. This is a division. So to remove that, multiply both sides by 5. Multiply both sides by 5. I will multiply this side by 5 and this side by 5. So this division, this denominator can be simplified with this numerator. Then minus 2y. Minus 2y equals, here also you can cancel out this denominator 5 can be cancel out with this numerator 5. So minus 6 remain in the right hand side. Minus 2y equals minus 6. Now you can divide both sides by minus 2. Minus 2 into y. Minus 2 multiplied by y is minus 2y. Minus 2 into y is minus 2y. So what is the inverse operation of multiplying by minus 2? You can divide by minus 2. You can divide by minus 2. Divide both sides by minus 2. So I will divide this side by minus 2 and also this side by minus 2. You can cancel out this 2 with 2. Can you remember when you divide the two integers with the same sign signs give positive answer, same sign. Minus divide by minus, plus. Plus divide by plus also plus. Same signs, here minus, both are same. Same signs give positive answer. So here plus y, no need to write plus, you can just keep as y. Minus divide by minus, here also plus. Same signs. When you divide integers, two integers with same sign, then answer is positive. Okay. Then here the answer also plus. 6 divided by 2, 2 into 3, 2 into 3, 6. Then answer is y equals 3. Y equals 3. Now checking solution. How to check the solution? Take the left hand side. What is in the left hand side of the equation? What is the left hand side of the equation? That is 3 minus 2y over 5. This is the left hand side of the equation. Left hand side is 3 minus 2y over 5. Now you know what is the value of y. What is the value of y? Y is 3. The value of y is 3. So you can put that 3 to here. Put that 3 to here. 3 minus 2 times, here 3, y is 3. 3 minus 2 times 3 over 5. 3 minus 2 times 3 over 5. That is the left hand side. 3 minus 2 times 3. 2 into 3 is 6. 6 over 5. Now this is a whole number. This is a fraction. As I told you, Below all the whole numbers, 1 is there. So you can write this as 3 over 1. Now you want to get a common denominator 5. Otherwise, you can't subtract this. When you subtracting fractions, there should be a common denominator. So I will multiply both numerator and denominator by 5. Multiply both numerator and the denominator by 5. Then 3 into 5, 15. 1 into 5, 5. 15 now 5. Now denominator and denominators are common. Both are 5. Now you can subtract. 15 minus 6. 15 minus 6. 15 minus 6 is 9. Then 9 over 5. 9 over 5. Now you have to convert this into a mixed number. 9 over 5. How to convert that into a mixed number? 9 over 5. Convert into a mixed number. 5 into 1, 5. 9 minus 5 is 4. So this one goes to here. This one goes to here. This remainder go to the numerator. This one go to here. This remainder 4 is the numerator. This denominator 5 is same. So answer is, what is the answer of the left hand side? When you substitute, left hand side is 1 and 4 over 5. Left hand side is 1 and 4 over 5. What is the right hand side? Right hand side also 1 and 4 over 5. So both left hand side and right hand side equal. If LHS equal to RHS, you can say that your solution is correct. Your solution is correct. That is the method of checking solutions. That way we can